What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Thanks again for tuning in and subscribing. All right, so in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. All right, because in 2024, it is going to be a very exciting time for Bitcoin and Bitcoin holders. Okay, so we're going to get into the halving process. All right, so for those of you that do not know, this article and what I'm about to tell you guys is going to explain a lot about what is going on as it undergoes a halving, as well as what kind of price action we can expect due to recent events as Bitcoin's prior halvings. Okay, so that's going to be very important for you guys to know moving forward. So you're going to want to stick around, hit that subscribe button though, join us here on Not Your Father's Capital, and let's get down into it. All right, so if we take a quick look at the crypto bubbles, you can see currently pretty much the market is in red. All right, so we're seeing a lot of selling pressure due to what a lot of people attribute to the traditional bond markets. Okay, and also we are seeing a lot of hesitancy as we get more and more into what the Fed is planning on to do into March. Okay, so we're going to get a lot of that. We're going to have a lot of macro factors weighing us down more and more so. Okay, but first, let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. You can see down 1% on the day, pretty much down in the 23K level. All right, so this is important because this is a very nice kind of resistance that we've been seeing at this 23,000 level. Okay, so on the month, down 1.5%, could not really get up and remain at that 25K level. So the 23,000 is kind of what people are talking about, and also it's kind of like a psychological level, if you will, because that 20,000 level is next if we do get through that 23 level. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be watching as we look at Bitcoin's chart moving forward. Okay, but let's get down into this article. Okay, so with the halving process just over a year away, this is what could happen to Bitcoin's price. All right, so basically what happens is as well as the slowing of Bitcoin's inflation, that is the effort that is going forth to basically have Bitcoin. All right, so this is designed to have the inflation rate of Bitcoin to continue to fall and trend towards the zero. This will ensure that Bitcoin supply never will get over that 21 million mark. Okay, so this chart is basically indicating the inflation rate. So you can kind of see how this goes down over time, lower and lower and lower, until that inflation rate actually hits zero. Okay, so also want to look at the inverse relationship to the price as we see the continual price of Bitcoin to increase over time. Okay, and it's kind of leveled off if you kind of take a quick look at this 2021, 2022, and 2023 level. So that's just food for thought as we look at it, not really to scale. The inflation rate is the only thing on scale on this map. However, it is very evident that Bitcoin's price continues to go up and up. Okay, so this is what you guys need to know about the halving process. So when halvings occur, normally precedes a ferocious rally. All right, so this has happened 3 times in November 2012, July 2016, and the most recent being back on April 2020. So all 3 of these halvings basically resulted in massive run-ups and explosions of Bitcoin's price. So in 2012, we saw Bitcoin at $12, and within 1 year's time, it rallied above $1,000. All right, so that is just some very fascinating numbers to take in. All right, so the second halving, Bitcoin was around $650, and within a year and a half, Bitcoin's price reached 19K. All right, so that is just absolutely out of this world. And then finally in 2020, we saw Bitcoin's price was just under $9,000, and prices went on to hit record highs of $69,000 back in the all-time highs in November 21 of the bull run. Okay, so these gains are just astronomical. Okay, 83x, 29x, and 8x respectively. Okay, so we are seeing pretty much that growth slowing down, the exponential growth. However, the multipliers are still present. All right, so 8x just a year ago is basically something that is very unprecedented with a crypto with that high of market cap. Okay, so when we look at what 2024 halving could have, so this article is suggesting a more modest 2 to 3x multiplier of its gain when looking at Bitcoin's peak price in the post 2024 halving period. Okay, so there's going to be a ton of on-chain data, technical indicators, basically screaming that the bear market's over and 2023 is starting off the hot start, which it is. But basically, this gradual recovery, is continuing to be weighed down by these macro trends that are ongoing. Okay, and it's going to be very important to see what the federal regulations and all the sanctions and rules that are implemented within crypto and how it's regulated, because that may have the ultimate effect to this halving result and what run up we could see following the 2023 halving. Okay, so when we talk about the models that point to Bitcoin's long-term upside, this is basically going to the bulls where they think that Bitcoin's fair price would be around $55,000 and could rise above 500K with this next post-halving market cycle coming up, which would indicate a 20x to the levels currently. All right, so that's a little bit more than the 2-3x that is more kind of down to earth, if you will. All right, so that's just basically what this model suggests, okay? But the one thing is clear from this article is that whatever model you look at, Bitcoin has an exciting future up ahead, and it is trending upwards, all right? And if there's one crypto that you can believe in, it is Bitcoin, okay? So a lot of the bears out there will tell you that Bitcoin's technology is outdated, it needs upgraded, but kind of, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So Bitcoin brings a lot to the table, and I think what we are seeing, like Litecoin trying to upgrade it, and all the kind of Bitcoin killers, if you will, they still are not outperforming Bitcoin time in and time again. So that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, but hit that subscribe button, join the channel. We'd love to have you part of the team, and we'll see you all in the next video.